What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Don Join the S-Town Productions coming at y'all with another video. I'm gonna try to make this one quicker than the last one. So first off, I hope you guys like this new view I'm doing right now. I'm trying to put it at another angle so I can get some natural lighting during the day and get some better lighting during the night. So hopefully y'all enjoy it. But without further ado, this is an update video referring to the last video that I put out about 2 weeks ago about adding DSP-esque effects. So basically using the X32 or Midas M32 effects in your DAW. Now, the last time I did it, I was kind of struggling, trying to figure out how to use certain things. As far as trying to use stereo effects versus mono effects and things like that. So this is basically what I've kind of come to simplify everything. Hopefully everything will make a lot of sense when we do the video. So bear with me as we go through this together. This should be a lot simpler for everybody involved here, okay? All right. So let's get straight into it, all right? First thing you want to take a look at FX 1 through 4. I'm running everything right now through the screen. The M32 edit or the X32 edit should be the same thing. I have the X32 on the side right here. So real quick, this is the most important part that you want to go through, which I did not explain. Not that great at all. Okay. Let's bring this back up. And here's the thing that you need to know in regards to this. All right. Here's how the routing works: Ultranet or P16. So you need to either look for the P16 or the Ultranet ports. Ultranet in the routing section, right? So you see right now I have I'm routing stuff I'm routing stuff a little bit differently this time around. Channel 1 and 2 is my P16. Basically, this is just routing things to Windows 10 so you guys can hear me back when I have to do these tutorials or listen to any of my beats or anything like that. So you guys will hear everything that's coming out of there. So 1 and 2 is there. Here's channel 3, which is the raw mic. 4 is my DI guitar, and 5 and 6 are my keys. I'm going to try to show you a little bit of trick and how I've used the actual keyboard to route my guitar when I need to do guitar stuff, okay? All right, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, 7 and 8 are off. Here's where it starts for all the effects. I go all the way to the right and choose Direct Out FX. Here is 9 and 10, which is FX1. So what you'll end up seeing is this. Okay, so FX1 is right here. All right, so it's left and right channel FX1, right and left channel FX2, right and left channel FX3, and right and left channel FX4. Okay, so I'm gonna open up in Ableton real quick. I'm gonna select my mic. I'm gonna turn this mic off in the mixer. Oops, sorry. And then I'm gonna give you guys a chance to hear what it sounds like in the DAW. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Okay, so now you guys are hearing everything from check. Now you're hearing everything right now from the Ableton DAW. So that's what you're hearing currently right now. So the next thing that you want to take a look at is, all right, so I have channel 3 here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to start going into some of these effects channels. So before I can do that, I have to go back here and I have to select an insert. So mic, I'm going to select this mic 1. I'm going to go to channel, and then it's going to allow me to select certain effects or return. So I have to go all the way down. I'm going to use the pitch, okay? So I'm going to go to FX1. I'm going to have that as my dedicated. I'm going to go over to where it says chamber reverb FX1. I'm going to change the type. I'm going to change this into the stereo pitch shifter. And I'm gonna turn up the volume, turn up the semi all the way up to 12, so it sounds like I'm a chipmunk. And then for this to work well, I have to first select insert FX channel 1, and you see that this is disabled. I have to select that and turn that on. Okay, that's the first thing you need to do. Next, what you need to do is go to your section here, go all the way down until you find a dedicated channel, which should be 17, which is FX channel 1. Some reason I'm not getting routing for that though. Why is that? Is it because this is off? Check 1, check 1. Channel 9. Oh, that's right. Yes. I did some switching around. So basically, I have to switch over to wherever the channel I assigned it to. So right now it's assigned to channel 9. So now if I select channel 9, 9 will have my chipmunk voice. So now you can hear the chipmunk voice on, and I can go back. So only reason why that wasn't in the FX channels because I did some rearranging because I recently just bought a Behringer S16 that I'm routing 17 through 32 into that section. So actually some of these inputs has to be changed now. So what's end up going to be is now FX1, I have to switch over to here. FX2, I have to switch over to here. FX3, I have to switch over to here. And FX4, I have to switch over to here. Okay. And the only reason I'm doing this now so you guys can have a better understanding of how I'm routing these things and how I'm labeling these things when I put them in post. Okay. Okay. All right. So now that that's off, I can I can honestly keep these on. We'll talk about this part a little bit later. So now I have 9 and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, and 16. All right. 7 and 8 is blank. There's nothing getting sent over to 7 and 8. 1 and 2 right now is dedicated for the 2-track. So unless I want to like add stuff from YouTube or whatever, or do a voice conversation on Discord. If I want to record that, I can do it in here. But that's where that's dedicated to right now. So key left, key right. Here's the Roland. So now I got to change the dedicated channel. So 9 and 10 is FX1 now. 11 and 12 is FX2. 13 and 14 is FX3. And 15 and 16 is FX4. Okay. So we turn these off. Okay. 15, 14. And we'll turn 17 and 24 off. Okay. Now if you see the routing right now, you can see that, all right, here's 9 and 10. It's only going on the left channel. So if I go back to this pitch, right? Again, I have it routed DirectFX right here. And you have to make sure that your card is assigned to the first 8 channels of the alternate or any of the alternates to make sure that this works correctly. So I'm going to switch this over. And now you should be able to hear a hall, which, yeah. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Okay. Sorry. Now you can hear my regular voice. You probably heard double. I forgot I had this mic on. It's hard sometimes to switch between on and off on this. Sorry, I'm gonna make this quick. So yes, now I can run this. Now it only runs through mono, unfortunately, unless you're able to run 2 tracks to go into it as stereo. For some reason, I still have yet to find a way to run that as, all right, I want to run this as a stereo channel. Because it only check. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. So you can run it as a stereo channel with a mono. My bad. But I think it's only for selected spots. But as you can see, if you do the reverb, I can do the reverb and have both stereo on as long as you have 9 and 10 running. If you have it routed correctly that way. Okay. Now we're gonna take a step back. I'm gonna use my Roland on this part, and I'm gonna grab my bass. And for those of you guys who do know, Roland Fantom X6 keyboards, and I believe some of the other ones as well, has a dedicated audio input source. I like using this sometimes when I don't have the DI available or don't want to use the DI to basically play my bass. So here's my bass channel. All right, so there's that. But I want to send this to a dedicated channel again. So I'm gonna use FX2. I'm gonna have my own sense of an activator here, right? You do not have to have this FX on now. Now I'm realizing that. So you don't have to have this FX on. But since it's stereo picture, I know this is FX2, so I have to go back over here and do FX2 here. All right, cool. So there it is, right there. I can do all my FX channels and run it stereo through this. The only reason I'm doing it here because I'm routing this as mono, but is running as both channels. It's not going on one side or the other. I could do this mono if I wanted to. It's all basically just preference. I just wanted to make sure that the reverb kind of worked correctly. So this is how you're able to kind of go by that. Okay. So with that, knowing that you can do this now, I can add any bass line and stuff like that. I can use things like there is I think it's a Moog. Where's the Moog channel that I like using a lot when I want to use bass line stuff? All right, I can go to type and scroll down through these sections here. I can still use all the compressors, all the delay choruses. Here it is, mood filter. There it is, mood filter. And still, I can go in to my favorites, add this. So I can use that and edit it any way I want to. So say if I want to use this, oops. Now I can go back in here and do I can use Ableton. All right, go back here. Here we go. Not my best work, but at least I'll know that it works. Volume's a little bit low. Turn it up. Right? And then the same thing, if I want to use a different section, all I got to do is go back and say I want to use stereo pitch shifter again, and I want it on 50, and I want to have it up, and I'm gonna shift this. I'm gonna take the delay, turn it off a little bit faster, take this out, and do it again. Quick example how you can use those ideas and put them to work. All right, so hopefully this was a shorter, simplified video, 18 minutes long, stopping right here, that maybe helped explain everything that I was trying to do from earlier to basically fix the problems that I was having before, where I felt like I was not explaining myself well enough when I needed to. So again, quick recap. Number one, make sure that your card is routed through the Ultranet. Once it's routed through the Ultranet, make sure that you have the specific channels, that you want dedicated to that area. Boom. Left 1, 2, left 1, right 1, left 2, right 2, left 3, right 3. So for me, I decided to use the last 8 channels of my round of 16. So 9 through 16 are my effects. 1 through 8 are my mics and auxiliaries, and go there. You don't have to have any of these effects on. All you have to do at this point is go to your source, make sure that it's routed to the specific channel, is routed to that specific effects, and make sure that you choose that effects channel, stereo or mono, into your DAW. All right. Hopefully that simplified everything for everybody. Again, if you need to check out anything more from me, you can go head on over to minilink.co/@DJSTimeProductions for all of my exclusive content for anything. All right, music, tutorials. I'm doing some gaming content. Later on in the day, I'm going to be doing a recording for this talk show that we call the Untitled Show, with me and my buddy Terrible Cereal. There's gonna be more content to come with that, and we're just gonna have stuff like that. Hopefully I'll get back into some gaming content soon. I'm gonna talk a little bit about later how I'm doing some new routing. I am building a live room in my basement as we speak. The framing is about 50% done. So actually, I'll say 75%. We just got to do the last finishing touches on that. Get the MDF wood drywall up, and I would say probably about a month's time, you guys will see a new room. So you guys will see some routing for that as well, and how I'm routing that, and using headphone amps and all that other good stuff. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully this helped out everybody. Thank you guys so much. God bless you. Speak everything into existence. I am out. Later.